Hola, hola. How are you, everybody? Now here in English, and I think that this is a very interesting topic. Just about to probably do a larger either webinar or video about this. Is just super interesting. Um, I know that there's a lot of things going on around with different topics worldwide, and right now everybody's thinking, hey, what's happening, what's going on, what's the deal, what is happening. And many of us right now could think that um, a worldwide crisis or a global crisis equals to catastrophe. It might be if you're not prepared, if you're not educated, and if you're not understanding what's happening right now. I was just reading a couple of things about Warren Buffett and how he was showing some students how he created his wealth. And right now, what is happening? Many people say, "Well, I'm glad I don't have money on the stock market because it collapsed and blah blah blah." And whatever you might be thinking about the tariffs, or you might be thinking about different things with what's happening in the world. What I'm going to tell you is that whatever you're seeing right now, it is very crucial that you pay attention, because crisis equals opportunity. Instead of us looking at things, what's going to happen here, what's going to happen there, and as a believer, I tell you one thing: whatever happens around me does not control what happens inside of me and what happens in around my family. But also, as a business person, I can tell you that right now the biggest wealth transfer is taking place, and it's up to you and me to really take advantage of this. And maybe if you're prepared, that's really good. Right now, people who are controlling the markets, or people who control markets, like different funds or banks, they know exactly what's happening. People sold very high, and right now people are being scared because the market has collapsed. And what's happening is that people are buying very cheap. So if you're prepared to take new opportunities, to take new business models, if you're prepared with some cash set aside, so you can even take these things, you can build wealth for your family for generations to come. There's another thing that I was also reading from one of my friends, a statistic that he took on, which is that more and more people are retiring. There's a statistic that baby boomers, at least here in the United States, have they own 12% of the businesses worldwide, not worldwide, at least here in the United States, and they're ready to retire. So if you're seeing right now a global crisis, instead of being scared or blaming the government or blaming whoever, or the politician you don't like, or the party that you are not agreeing with, what you and I need to be doing, first of all, if you're a person that believes in higher things, you just need to see it for what it is. It's a time of change, and you and I can adapt to change and can show our best, as a business owner, or as an entrepreneur, or as just a regular citizen. And the other part is, instead of panicking, those of us who are prepared, and maybe I'm going to invite you to be prepared, for the future, and that is to have financial education. And not only financial education, you need to have cash. In other words, like in times like these, if you had spare money, you could actually buy things very cheap. Right now, it is the moment for those of us, or those of you who have finances and you have extra cash, for you to really go and pay attention what is that you can do with this disaster. Because right now, people who know and understand the things, they know that the biggest transfer of wealth is taking place. And this is like a hello, pay attention. If you know a bit about going into e-trade, or I'm not going to even mention the companies because I'm not a financial advisor, but if you know about the stock market or different business models, right now is the time. Right now is the time. And people purposely have scrambled the waters, purposely. And I don't agree with one side or the other, in the political side, on you know, my country in the United States. I do have my political stand. I stand for something, but you know, that's not the point of this um, Facebook Live. But the point of this is for you to take this global crisis, instead of crying, instead of catastrophizing everything, go and take opportunities. Go and take these things and make something happen for your family. I'm gonna be coming live more and more often here, but today I'm just gonna leave you with this. If you see something in the news today, you know, this is the moment that you have been waiting for. And if you're not ready, you need to be ready. You need to be prepared for the next one. You need to have an extra source of income. So when times like this happen, you go and buy low so you can have a great business, a great portfolio, and great things to come for you and your family. Thank you so much for being here. And crisis is not a catastrophe.